Hey there everyone, welcome back to the Dan Cave and welcome to an inbox review of the recently re-released Tamiya 1/24th scale Renault 5 Turbo. So hopefully you've got me and the kit on screen doing some kind of weird dual camera thing. So I'm going to do an inbox review of this. So this is an old kit from Tamiya. It's just been re-released. Honestly, I would have preferred to see the rally version re-released, but nonetheless, it's a 5 turbo. What's not to dislike, I suppose. It is an older Tamiya kit, a little bit simpler, but let's have a look at what's in the box. These are available now. I got mine from Kent Models. They're pretty cheap. Most of the major stockists still have them pretty much now. Jadlam, a few others, certainly in the UK, and you'll start seeing them on shelves in more local hobby stores, I would imagine, quite soon. So let's go on over to just the top-down camera and see what's in the box. I'll probably come back at the end for some final thoughts about this Renault 5 from Tamiya. So there we go. Over we go. So this is the kit. This is the box. Kit number 368 from Tamiya. 24th scale Renault 5 Turbo. So this was originally released in '82. So that's, oh yeah, 42 years ago. Not quite as old as me, but not far off it. So this particular Renault 5 Turbo. Now I'm not sure if this is the original 5 Turbo or the 2, which was, I mean, they were basically the same car. They were this Renault 5 Turbo, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, loosely based on the Renault 5 car, but basically built as a homologation special. Once homologation was sorted out, the Turbo 2 was brought out with slightly cheaper standard Renault 5 parts, but kept the arrangement, basically the mid-engine rear-wheel drive. So I'm not sure. Might be able to actually, as a kit, could probably do either version. But either way, it's, you know, it's a classic homologation special car, not to be confused with basically the Renault 5 standard hatch car with the 1.3 turbo, I think it was, well, 1.4 turbo, which was a very popular and quick hot hatch car as well, of course, back in the 80s. So let's open up the box and have a look at what Tamiya has given us. So in the box there is decals, clear parts, chassis, one sprue, tyres, what looks like a drive shaft, various polycaps. I'm guessing some bolts, we'll call them, for some pins for some of the wheels, actual body and the wheels themselves, neatly packaged inside. Instruction, and if it'll come out of the box, well, you can see it in the box, the tech tips from Tamiya, and that is it. So no extras introduced, no sheet of PE, no fancy additions for this particular one. So let's just pop those parts to one side, have a quick look at the instructions. So you can obviously read through that. Well, hopefully you can pause and read it, but I shall do a quick skim read. So in 1980, Renault 5 was introduced. 1980, the popular little Renault 5 street car, introduced 8 years earlier. So, yes, it was actually introduced in '72. Wow. So the Renault 5 Turbo had a 1.4 turbo engine, providing 160 horsepower and a 200 km/h top speed. So such a lightweight car that, 160 horsepower is more than enough for a car like this. And of course the fact it was rear wheel drive and mid-engined. So I am guessing these are, well, they are the old style instructions, so these fold out instructions from Tamiya. However, they have been updated because they now include LP callouts. So it calls out TS14 and TS49. I'm guessing they're the suggested body colours. Then LPs, variety of X's and XFs as well. But these have obviously been updated. Yeah, so you can see body colour calls out black or red, TS14 or 49 for the body colour. Also gives you an LP mix for them, should you wish. Unusually, the assembly starts with the wheels. Got the underside, attach your uprights. For the front, got the steering mechanism. Looks like a very simplified rear subframe. That rod that was in the bag with the wheels, that's basically the drive shaft for the rear. Goes straight through. Very straightforward interior. Got a dash, a little bit of a floor pan. Only 2 seats. Interesting, there appears to be a driver called out as well. So this kit will include a driver, and then you've got the main body, and it looks like that's just a one-piece body with no additions. Clear parts go in. Some interior door cards. Car pops in the chassis, pops in the body. A few bits for the exterior, wipers, wing mirrors, lights, etc. And that's it. So that is one of the shortest instruction sets I've seen from Tamiya. Very, very short. So let's have a look at some of the kit parts themselves. So we've got the decal sheet. So you've got the usual staples from Tamiya. On the decal sheet, you've got 2 variants, the turbo logos in red or grey. I assume they're for the dash, so they'll be the Speedo and the Taco. And some decals for the seats for the patterns on the seats. That looks alright. Very minimal decal sheet. So one main sprue. There really is a very small part count in this kit. Hence very reasonably priced at like just over £20. All the original mouldings, no flash on them. Very simple kit. This unusual steering wheel from Renault. And yes, there is a driver figure who appears to be reasonably well moulded actually. Whether he'll get included or not, I do not know. Very little on the inside to actually talk about. Got some door cards, got the seats. Not much of a seam on them. Not much flash. Detail as crisp as you'd expect from Tamiya, even for a kit this old. And that looks decent. Got the main chassis. Again, just a single piece. So this will be the front, because it's mid-engine rear-wheel drive. That'll be the gearbox. It's obviously got a solid floor pan, so there's very little to see anyway. some of this will be visible on the interior. Yep, crisply moulded. Nothing really too much to say about that. It is incredibly simple. Got these body parts. Sorry, got the main body itself. So moulded in quite a thick body, I suppose. Plastic seams, quite springy, quite robust. The detail's quite crisp for something this old. I mean, these intake grills could easily be replaced with mesh if you wanted. But then obviously behind it there's nothing because there's no engine included. Pretty much everything is it is moulded as one complete body. But even saying that, there's not a huge amount of seam line detail on this. That's actually very, very clean. And yeah, you can just see there's the seam line just there. Runs around. And runs around to the front. So obviously that's hidden in the bonnet by the looks of it. Yeah, and runs up the side of the A-pillar by the looks of it. But that is incredibly clean for a 42-year-old moulding. Wheels are moulded in chrome, but it's whether you want to leave them chrome or not, that'll be up to you. Chrome is actually not bad on it. I'll take that plastic, get a better look at it. Yeah, so it's very bright, very shiny chrome, but it is quite crisp. So that's actually pretty good from Tamiya. Very, very nice. We've got the clear parts, which consists of all the interior glass, windscreen, rear screen, side windows. Clarity is excellent. No marks on it whatsoever. And then you've just got the headlight and rear light inserts and the fog lights as well. That's that is perfectly moulded actually. That is very, very good from Tamiya. The interesting side will be to see whether it fits. Sometimes they can be not great on some of the older Tamiya kits. Not to say anything about Tamiya. So this is a sealed bag because there's some smaller loose parts. I'm not going to break that open, but tyres do look well moulded. No manufacturer's markings on the tyres. Tread pattern looks decent. A little bit of a seam line on the fronts. That can be dealt with some sanding, and a whole load of poly caps. So there we go. That's what's in this Renault 5 Turbo box. There we have it. That's the Renault 5 from Tamiya. So personally, I would have liked to have seen the rally version. Hopefully they may re-release that as well. You never know. It's an incredibly simple kit. I might at some point actually, because I have the Heller 5 Turbo kit. I might have a look at both of them together actually and see how the Heller kit stacks up to this one. Might be interesting to have a look. But nonetheless, nice little kit, cheap kit from Tamiya. It's worth 20 quid. Definitely is. Very simple, but it's definitely worth it. For this classic hot hatch shape from Tamiya. So if you're new here, please subscribe, please like the video, feel free to leave a comment down below as well. This has been my quick in-box review of this very simple Renault 5 kit from Tamiya in 24th scale. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon. So bye bye for now.